It's Randee for Thunderhorse Descendant. I am here today in my new studio space. So I've been moving and it's not completely set up yet, but we still are getting orders in for Thunderhorse Descendant. And I've had a lot of people ask me kind of like about my process. So I only have one order to ship today, so I thought I would just run you guys through my shipping process and explain to you what I use to make my shipping and things, smooth. So without further ado, here we go. Okay, so the first thing that I do is I come over to my computer, and I'm not going to show you my computer screen because it has personal information on it, but I come over here in the morning time and I check in to my dashboard and I check for orders. So I have one order. So I go in and I look and I see what the order is for, and I generally get my orders out pretty quick. I do like a 1 to 2 day shipping process. So I have a SKU system that I keep track of all of my inventory. So this one has the SKU number and it says set number 144, and I happen to have those right here because I posted these yesterday and I haven't got them put away yet. So I know that it's right here. I pull that one out, I double check it, and I make sure that it is the same. I throughout the process will double check this and make sure that it is functioning, everything's good, there's no hang-ups, just like the very last check before it goes out. So then what I do is I use Google, I gotta sign in. I use Google Docs for my SKU sheet. So what that means is I keep track of it on like an Excel Word document in Google. So once I've pulled this from my inventory, because they all have, I just put little post-its in there with the number on it, I will go into my Google Sheet and in the Google Sheet, I don't know if I can show you guys this, maybe, let me try it. In the Google Sheet, you're going to see down here you can make different pages. So these are all my different pages, and here's my number. So it says set number 144, so I know I need to go to sets. So I go to sets, I scroll down, I look over here where they're all numbered, and I look for number 144. I highlight it, can just go up here to highlight. Boom. Now I know set number 144 has sold. Because all of Thunderhorse Descendants items are one-of-a-kind items, so I keep track of it that way. So I get really kind of paranoid about like making sure that I have the inventory. I check my inventory a lot. Okay, so after we do that, and I got it marked off there, and I've checked my item, and now I can see who this person is for. I'm looking to see, was it marked as a gift? It was not, so we will move on to prepping it for shipping. Okay, so I'm going to prep for shipping, and I'm going to point you guys down so you can see how I get things ready. So if you can't see me, that's why. Okay, so once I get it in there, what I do is I use tool, and I will just cut off a little piece of this tool, and I just scrunch it up, put it in there. And this is so that in shipping It has that little cotton on the bottom, but it doesn't have anything on the top. And I don't want it to hit the top of the box when it's shipping. So FYI, Thunderhorse Descendant, I ship all of my items differently. They never come the same way. That is part of the fun, I think. I like it that way. I don't have any like set shipping, you know, stuff. I have a lot of different boxes and stuff like that. Trying not to hit my camera while I do this. So then I just take a washi tape or something and I go around to make sure it's secured in place. And I have some stickers here. So I'll just grab one of these. It says thank you for shopping handmade. That on there. Okay, so there's our little package. And now I do a card. I'm not going to put the person's name, but I just put in here you can be looking for a bingo card for August. So this person who ordered this, she is a return customer. So we have quite a correspondence going on. And so then I just put my business card in there. My business card has all the information. So she will get a bingo card whenever you order from Thunderhorse Descendants. You will qualify for one of the bingo games where we play 5 games of bingo. I ship the cards out at the beginning of the month. And I play a live game on Facebook. And we play for jewelry sets and coupons to my website. And I'm not licking envelopes anymore, so I just put a little piece of tape there. Maybe I should do 2. And so I've already sent out all of the bingo cards for July, so she'll be registering for this purchase has qualified her for the August game. Okay, then we move over here. I'm just going to move you guys because it's just easiest. Bear with me. Okay, so this is like just something that I've glued to my table. I don't know if you can see. I have this glued to my table or taped down to my table. It's just a piece of paper, and I just keep it here because I decorate the envelope with stamps, and I don't, it's just easiest if I just not to get ink on my table or anything. So I have a bucket of stamps. These are just ones that I've collected, that I've kind of had for a while. Some I got at Michael's, some I got, I don't know, all over the place. And I decorate the card. Super simple. Ooh, I got ink on the edge of my thing. Well, I just won't push on that side. Got on there anyway. So I use this humongous Ranger ink pad that I got on clearance at Hobby Lobby, and it works really well and it dries fast, so you can give it a little, you know, whatever if you want to. And so I just decorate this up a little bit and get it ready to go. And then I write on there, Happy Mail. Oh, that pen doesn't work on these envelopes. Maybe this one will work. Happy mail. All right. So let me come over here. And sometimes I do differently. Sometimes I put it in a bag and I put a tag and stuff like that. Sometimes I don't. Depends on what I'm doing. And then I just use a regular, I guess they call these manila envelopes. And I just stick those in there. And make sure they're in there. And then I'm going to put this on my scale. So this scale I ordered on Amazon when I very first started. I believe it was Amazon. It's pretty inexpensive and it runs on batteries, so I can move it around. It does have a plug-in if you need one. I have mine set to ounces, so I'm going to... So it says 2.8. So I'm on Etsy. This also works for PayPal as well. 2.8. So what I'm going to do when I put in the weight of this package, I'm going to put in 3 ounces. Because it's a round number that they want on Etsy. And I'm going to put in 3 ounces when I ship it. So then we're going to go back to the computer. Okay, so we're back here at the computer. I have weighed this. We're going to put in 3 ounces. I'm going to make the label on Etsy. As soon as my computer wakes up. I'm under orders, so I'm going to click get a shipping label. And I'm purposely not showing you guys this because I don't want to give away this person's address or their identity or anything like that. But I will just walk you through what I'm doing. So I highlight the person's order, and then I click get a shipping label, and this little box is going to pop up. And there's shipping presets in Etsy. So I have my presets in my settings for shipping to ship under small jewelry bubble mailers. So that's these ones. So I've already put in the dimensions for these. It saves it on here. And it says right here that the average packet weight that I've been shipping has been 3 ounces. So I'm going to leave that alone because we weighed it and it's 3 ounces. We are going to use first class mail, and then I put in the insurance amount. So what I do is I put in the amount. So all of the packages that come from Thunderhorse Descendant are insured, and the reason for that is then if there's ever an issue, that person, if they have an issue, they don't get their package, we can put in for that money to be returned, and then I'm not going to lose money on my item if they don't receive it, because my items are only one of a kind, so it's not like I can just ship another one. So this is just something that I do personally, is I utilize insurance. You have to pay additional money for the insurance, and so that's calculating here. And then I check the address. I make sure that this person's address is got a green check mark. It says verified by the post office. It does. And then we go review your purchase. I'm going to purchase shipping on Etsy. So it tells me that I'm paying for postage and I'm paying for insurance, and tells me what my total is. So I'm going to purchase. And then it's going to pop up a window, and it's going to say print your shipping label. So I'm going to click print your shipping label. Again, I don't want to give you this person's information. And then it's a print, like preview screen. And then right here is where I am going to utilize my Roleo printer. So I'll show that to you. So this makes it super easy. I'm just going to flip you around. Okay, so this is my Roleo printer setup. It's very small. These labels, and they just come on a roll. These are, this printer, this setup doesn't use ink. It uses heat, laser and heat. So when I go to print this, I'll print it, and it's super fast. So I'm just pushing, I'm going to push print on my computer, and it does the label, right? So I'm just going to grab it off of here, and I'm going to not show you the information on here, but it prints out the barcode. This is the tracking number, everything that you need for first class shipping. So now when I put this on the package, so I'm just going to close my envelope up, and then these are self-adhesive. I'm not going to show it to you. They're self-adhesive. You just peel it back, stick it on there. Now this one is ready to go. So I can take this one to the post office. I could even drop this size envelope in the blue box, in the blue drop box at the post office. I don't do that. Normally I did when I was in Robbinsdale, when we were not going to the post office as often because of COVID. But for the most part, I will just run these in. They've already got postage. I'll drop them off at the counter where they have their drop-off counter, and I'll just leave them there. And I can track them to see when they've got into the system at the post office, things like that. I could also do a package pickup, but the package pickup, it takes, so I would have to then go on the computer and schedule the package pickup, and it wouldn't come until tomorrow. And so if I make it to the post office now, this will go into, it'll get scanned in today before 3 o'clock. So if I wait until after 3 o'clock, then it wouldn't go out till tomorrow anyway. So maybe then I would want to schedule a pickup. But for the most part, I do all my shipping stuff in the morning, just so I can get it moved on and get it in the post as soon as possible. So after I have gotten this done, my queue is clear. There are no pending orders waiting for me. So then what I do is I just load up all of my packages. I have some others I have to take, and I head to the post office. A day in the life of shipping at Thunderhorse Descendant. So yeah, this is just one package. Sometimes I do free gifts in your package. Like I said, I do a bunch of different packaging. It kind of just depends on how I feel, and I like that. That's one of the things I like about doing the packaging. So you never know what you're gonna get. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe to my videos. I'll leave my logo on the screen so you can check it out. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.